High blood sugar doesn't always hurt. It doesn't always come with dramatic symptoms. Sometimes, it hides in plain sight, disguised as fatigue, thirst, blurry vision, or small changes you brush off as normal. What if your body has been sending quiet warnings for months, and you simply didn't recognize them? Millions of people walk around every day with elevated blood sugar and have no idea. They feel tired, foggy, slightly off, but nothing alarming enough to take seriously. Until one day it is. In this video, you're going to discover the silent signs your blood sugar may already be too high, how these symptoms develop, and why early awareness can change everything. Because your body rarely jumps straight to crisis. First, it whispers. The real question is, have you been listening closely enough? You sleep 7, maybe 8 hours. You wake up still exhausted. By mid-afternoon, your energy crashes. Coffee helps for a moment, but the heaviness returns. Sound familiar? Here's what many people don't realize. High blood sugar doesn't mean your body has too much usable energy. It often means the opposite. Glucose is supposed to enter your cells and fuel them. But when insulin isn't working efficiently, sugar stays trapped in your bloodstream instead of powering your muscles and brain. The result? You feel drained, even though fuel is technically present. It's like filling a car with gasoline but never delivering it to the engine. Over time, this energy mismatch creates persistent fatigue. Not just, I had a long day, tired, but a deeper, harder to shake exhaustion. Ask yourself, do you feel mentally foggy? Do simple tasks feel heavier than they used to? Do you rely on sugar or caffeine just to function? Your body may not be lazy. It may be struggling to use energy properly. And when energy regulation begins to fail, other signs often follow quietly behind it. You start carrying a water bottle everywhere. Your mouth feels dry more often than usual. You wake up at night to use the bathroom, sometimes more than once. You tell yourself it's normal. Maybe you're just drinking more water. Maybe it's stress. But here's what may actually be happening. When blood sugar rises too high, your kidneys work overtime to remove the excess glucose from your bloodstream. To do that, they pull water from your tissues and flush it out through urine. That's why urination increases. And that's why thirst follows. It becomes a cycle. More sugar in the blood. More fluid pulled out. More trips to the bathroom. More dehydration. At first, it feels subtle. Inconvenient, but manageable. Now think about this. Are you waking up at night more often than before? Do you feel thirsty even after drinking? Does your urine appear clearer and more frequent than usual? Your body is trying to protect you by flushing out excess sugar. But in doing so, it signals that balance is already off. And when dehydration begins to affect other systems, new symptoms start to appear quietly. Maybe it started with difficulty focusing on small text. Maybe street signs look slightly hazy at night. You rub your eyes, blink a few times, and blame screen time or fatigue. But high blood sugar can directly affect your vision. When glucose levels rise, fluid shifts occur throughout the body, including inside your eyes. The lens can temporarily swell, changing its shape and affecting how light is focused. The result? Blurred or fluctuating vision. Some days it seems normal, other days, slightly off. And with those shifts, mild headaches can appear. Not severe migraines. Just dull pressure. A sense of mental heaviness. Many people assume they need new glasses. Sometimes they do. But sometimes the real issue isn't the eyes themselves. It's the bloodstream supplying them. Ask yourself, has your vision changed recently without a clear reason? Do headaches appear alongside fatigue or thirst? Do your eyes feel strained even when you haven't overused them? These signs don't scream emergency. They whisper imbalance. And when blood sugar continues to fluctuate, other parts of the body begin responding in their own quiet ways. Think about the last time you had a small cut. Maybe it was a shaving nick, a blister, a minor scrape. How long did it take to heal? When blood sugar remains elevated, healing slows down. Excess glucose damages small blood vessels, reducing circulation. And when circulation decreases, oxygen and nutrients struggle to reach tissues that need repair. But that's only part of the story. High blood sugar also weakens immune response. white blood cells become less effective at fighting bacteria. That means infections, especially skin, gum, or urinary infections, can become more frequent. You might notice cuts that linger longer than they used to, or recurrent yeast infections, gum sensitivity, or bleeding skin that feels irritated or inflamed. Individually, these seem manageable, but together, they form a pattern. Your body is constantly repairing itself. When repair slows down, something deeper is interfering. Now pause and reflect. Have small wounds taken longer to close? Have infections become more common in recent months? Your immune system doesn't fail overnight. It weakens gradually under metabolic stress. And when nerves begin to feel that stress too, new sensations may start appearing quietly. It might begin as a light buzzing in your toes, a faint pins and needles, feeling that comes and goes. Maybe your feet feel slightly numb at night. You shake them, walk a little, and the sensation fades. But when blood sugar stays elevated for long periods, it can begin damaging the small nerves in your extremities. This condition is known as peripheral neuropathy, and it often starts quietly. High glucose levels injure the tiny blood vessels that supply oxygen to nerves. Without proper nourishment, nerve signals become distorted. That's when tingling, burning, or numbness begins. Over time, sensation may decrease. Some people describe it as feeling like they're wearing invisible socks or gloves. Ask yourself, do your feet burn at night? Do you struggle to feel temperature changes clearly? Have you stumbled slightly without knowing why? Nerve damage doesn't appear overnight. It builds slowly, and the earlier it's recognized, the greater the chance of slowing progression. When sensation begins to change, it's rarely random. It's often metabolic stress showing up at the edges of your body. Sometimes the warning signs aren't about how you feel. They're about what you see. Have you noticed darker, velvety patches of skin around your neck, underarms, or knuckles? This condition is often linked to insulin resistance. When insulin levels remain high for long periods, skin cells can grow and thicken abnormally, creating these darker areas. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't itch. But it signals that your body is struggling to manage glucose efficiently. Weight changes can also appear quietly. Some people gain weight easily, especially around the abdomen, as insulin promotes fat storage. Others may experience unexplained weight loss when blood sugar becomes severely uncontrolled and the body starts breaking down muscle for energy. Pause for a moment. Has your weight shifted without a major lifestyle change? Have you noticed skin darkening that wasn't there before? Your body adapts when sugar remains high. But adaptation is not the same as health. It's compensation. And compensation can only last so long before deeper consequences begin to unfold. If your body has been sending you fatigue, thirst, blurred vision, slow healing, tingling, or skin changes, how many more quiet signals will it send before you decide to truly listen? If this message made you reflect, share your experience in the comments. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now, because understanding your body early can protect your future.